Hello all, welcome to Wise Beacon. Space junk or space debris is any piece of machinery or debris left by humans in space. It can refer to big objects such as dead satellites that have failed or been left in orbit at the end of their mission. Space junk from satellite orbits around Earth and sometimes collide with the active running satellite, causing them to malfunction. A defunct satellite orbits as a garbage in its designated path and it never changes its path nor falls directly to Earth. Currently, there are no profound ways to remove these useless particles, and there has been several research made on it. Till these years, satellites have been made up of aluminium, which, when re-enters Earth, could cause serious depletion of the ozone layer, which protects the Earth from the sun's ultraviolet radiation, and could also affect the amount of sunlight that travels through the atmosphere and reaches the ground. To cater these problems, Japanese scientists have created one of the most unusual spacecraft, which is a tiny satellite that is made of timber. Okay, why is Japanese building such a satellite? How it cater the space debris problem? What is the satellite made of? Let's get into the video to find out about the same. In a world first, Japanese researchers have built a tiny wooden satellite named LignoSat that will be launched into space in September. This unusual spacecraft is made up of magnolia wood, which during the experiments was found to be particularly stable and resistant to cracking. The wood satellite was created by the Japanese scientists and now the US has become a part of their mission. Each side of the experimental satellite developed by the scientists at Kyoto University and logging company Sumitomo Forestry measures just 10 centimeters. Why was this effort made by the Japanese? What makes it different from the regular satellite? The timber satellite has been built by the researchers at Kyoto University and the logging company Sumitomo Forestry in order to test the idea of using biodegradable materials such as wood, so that the creators expect the wooden material will burn up completely when the device re-enters the atmosphere. It potentially provides a way to avoid the generation of metal particles when a retired satellite returns to Earth. They will act as environmentally friendly alternatives to the metals from which all the satellites that are currently constructed. Why specifically Mongolia wood was selected for building this satellite? Kyoto researchers set up a project to evaluate types of wood to determine how well they could withstand the rigors of space launch and lengthy flights in orbit around the Earth. After a number of tests, wooden samples were found to have suffered no measurable changes in mass or signs of decomposition or damage. Also, the tests confirmed that the wood would not adversely affect astronauts' health and safety. After these tests, samples were sent to ISS, where they were subjected to exposure trials for almost a year before being brought back to Earth. Again, they showed little signs of damage as there is no oxygen in space which could cause wood to burn and no living creatures to cause it rot. It will produce only a fine spray of biodegradable ash while reaching the Earth's atmosphere. Several types of wood were tested, including the Japanese cherry, with wood from Mongolia proving to be the most robust. This has now been used to build Kyoto's wooden satellite, which will contain a number of experiments that will determine how well the spacecraft performs in orbit. LignoSat will launch from Kennedy Space Center in Florida to the International Space Station in September, with deployment from the Japanese experiment module Kibo slated for approximately 1 month later. From there, the satellite will be released from the Japanese International Space Station experiment module to test its strength and durability. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Please give a likes, comments and dislikes, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you.